I love starting my day off like that. Lets me know I'm not too old. Lets me know I'm not too young. Lets me know I'm still alive, baby. Love starting my morning off like that. Love it. Hi. Hi. How you doing? This ain't just a job, baby. It's a state of mind. It's a fact of life, if you will. VG4L's in the building. Dave the Lowlander. I love y'all. So let me start off there. I want to have a conversation this morning about familial bonds. Oh shit, Smoking Hot raised $95 last night. I am so, listen, if y'all still want to donate to getting Smoking Hot to the funeral of her uncle, please do so. Go to Smoking Hot's bio. Donate what you can if you can. So this morning I want to have a conversation about familial bonds. You know, the one thing I can honestly say that Donald Trump has done almost masterfully, even though he's a goddamn rancid bag of potato salad with raisins in it. What he has done almost masterfully is try to prove the rugged individualism thing to be true, even though it ain't. Even though it ain't. Family, what are familial bonds? It's Kim, that means family. Familial bonds is family bonds. What he has managed to do is try to really truly prove to people that there is no community. Community does not exist. You defend your family, but you really don't know them. You hate a group of people even though you don't know them either. And he's done this. Morning, Wolfie! Wolfie's all the way over in Australia. Hey, that was 9 Inch Nails, Wolfie. That's called Just Like You Imagine. So he tried to prove correct everything that Reagan said when he came on the scene in 1980. Right? Here is the problem. That shit ain't never been true. You know the difference between a Jewish man and a Muslim man? Religion. This is not a rant against religion. Please understand that. But that's the only thing that separates them. That's it. Notice I said 2 men. 2 men. What separates a black woman from a white woman? Skin color. Still women. That's it. Our arguments, especially here in America, center on one thing over another. Our conversations and arguments in America, at least, center on holding on to one thing while not embracing everything else. I am a 53-year-old man in America. I'm black. I'm bald. I'm a veteran. I paint my fingernails. I wear hoop earrings. You search somewhere amongst the 340 million Americans, you will find a white guy with those exact same characteristics. It's not like we're copying each other. No. We got a MERV check. We got a MERV check, baby. There is absolutely nothing else different about us. Maybe skin color. Maybe economic status. The hell is he talking about? That? Shut up. TikTok always want to tell me how to improve this shit, and then when I start improving it, they want to suspend me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, what I am saying is this. Division is invented. What makes me human makes a white guy human, a native guy human, a gay guy human. What makes me unique also makes me human. You know what I mean? We get so caught up with that bullshit. We always get so caught up with that bullshit. At the end of the day, I am a human being. I am unique in as much as my life history, my life story, but that does not take away from my humanity. One of the biggest arguments black folks have been having about the police since the days of the slave catchers is this. You don't see human beings when you bring your ass to our neighborhoods. You see crime, you see drugs, you see gangs. And when you when you ride into a neighborhood like that with that mentality, every person within that neighborhood is a criminal, including the old elderly black woman who sits on her porch, drinks her coffee, and minds her goddamn business. But you'll kick in her damn door the same way you'll kick in the door of a crack house. Why? Because you don't see humans. You see a series of things. You see a series of things. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Familial bonds. Not just the ones that you think, blood relatives, cousins, aunts, and stuff. No. Human familial bonds. Y'all can say a lot about me, and it would be shocking for some of y'all to understand. Like, you know what I mean? It would be shocking for some of y'all to really truly know where my head is sometimes. I'm a humanist. I've been the first person to say that. I am a humanist. I root for the human spirit. I root for the human soul. I root for human achievement. But I root for it not in an individual thing, but for the collective. I root for every single person to have the maximum amount of love, light, and life possible. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, yo, man, you're a villain. I thought you wasn't thinking like that. No, that's part of the villainy. You understand? Because to say that out loud in America in 2025, they're gonna call you a hippy dippy liberal, Birkenstock wearing whatever the hell, right? But no, it goes beyond that. When what started happening happened, when October 7th and everything that happened afterwards happened in Israel, I had one thought in my mind, just one. First off, bring those people back. Please bring those people back. They have loved ones that need to go back to them, or they need to go back to. Please bring them back. And secondly, I did not want the wrath to fall upon innocent Palestinian people. As people told me, well, you can't think about it that way. You got to look at the religious text. No. Religious text is some stuff that we do on the side. And don't get me misunderstand again. I'm not bashing religion today. But I am bashing the idea that this is the other. And on the other side is human beings. I don't dislike Trumpers because they're alive. I don't dislike Trumpers because they're humans. I dislike Trumpers because of their ability to separate themselves from others. I find no love or respect for the funny mustache man, or Stalin, or Pol Pot, or Leopold. I don't. Not a bit. Saddam Hussein, I don't find any, you know what I mean? Like, I don't find any humanity in them. So therefore, they have discounted themselves in my eyes. Therefore, I don't need to talk about them. I don't. Because if it hurts human achievement, then it's wrong. Let me say that again. If it hurts human achievement, it's wrong. It's wrong. I need you to hear me. It's wrong. Whether it's for monetary gain, the idea of colonization, the idea that my religion is better than your religion, I don't care. If it means the end or hurting or harming of human beings, then it's wrong. Period. I was reminded this week about how easy it is to slip into that idea that that person is your enemy. Only to find out that the person I was getting ready to go to war with was my brother, my friend, someone who, in the short time that I've known him, has brought such light and insight to my world. And I was wrong. He admitted he was wrong. Because we can fight. Yeah, I mean, an argument can happen. But the underlying base foundation is still humanity. I was reminded this week that humanity matters more than winning an argument. Hold on. Oh, I saw. Wait. Hold on. Amanda said, just in case y'all need to know, North Carolina ice has now spread towards the North Carolina mountains, Asheville, Lenoir, and the surrounding areas. 30,000 kids missed school yesterday. And that is exactly part of what I'm talking about. That picture of those 4 ICE agents trying to pull somebody out of a goddamn car. And one of the ICE agents is holding on to a weapon like, no muzzle discipline, no nothing. Realizing that a flip of the finger could have unalived every goddamn body in that damn car. The fact that the president of the United States stood in front of a Saudi crown prince and said that the dismembering of a critic of the crown prince was things happen. All of this has been weighing on my head. All of it. So that's what I want to talk about this morning. Now, I want y'all to understand before I go any further, No, Mary, I need to though. I damn sure need to. I need you to understand something. You don't get dismembered if somebody thinks of you as a human. The people in that vehicle you spoke of were legal, and now ICE refuses to pay damages. I'm going to tell y'all something, just completely off subject, but every American, you need to understand this. When this is all over and there is no more Trump regime, J.D. Vance cannot pick up the mantle of MAGA. Every American will be paying for this. Every American. The civil lawsuits alone is going to gum up the works for years. And each of us, as American taxpaying citizens, will be paying for this. Argue with your mama, do not argue with me. We're all going to be paying for this. All of us. For this embarrassing chapter in American history, we are all going to have to break bread to make it right. Because see, in America, an apology comes in the form of a check. How do you apologize for that? How do you apologize for that? The little girl who had leukemia and her family was deported. I hope she gets every bit of medicine that she needs to survive. Because if she doesn't, we will be paying for it. The broken windows in that Chicago public housing that they smashed with the goddamn Black Hawk helicopter, Black Hawk Down bullshit that they did. When this is over, we will be paying for that. I know all of you goddamn people that love grabbing your wallets when we start talking about reparations. Bitch, you ain't gonna have a choice in the matter this time. You are not gonna have a choice in the matter this time. We will be paying for this. And when you say that was so long ago, blah, 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 I had a case due to them hauling me into court to prove I'm legally here. Taz is going to sue, and Taz is going to win. If you clutch your damn wallet every time the word reparations comes out of a black person's mouth, talking about that was so long ago, I was never a, you were never a, you're going to pay for this. Because you are an American and they're using American tax dollars to do the shit that they're doing right now. So I need y'all to get ready. Playboy, NYC Playboys in the building. I need y'all to get ready when your damn taxes go up. First off, you should be saying, how much did the billionaire class kick in? And secondly, say nothing, because we're all going to be paying for it. When they first started doing these ICE raids and shit, right? I knew we were going to end up paying for it. No, Wolfie, I don't think Taz was detained. But they hauled her in and talking shit to her about her immigration status. A new America is going to have to arise out of the ashes of this bullshit. Donald Trump is the end of all of the talking points that I have heard for 40 years. Every last one of them. Some people going to have to get kicked out of Washington, D.C. Lobbyists. I said what I said. The influence of the evangelical Christian conservative movement in our governance is going to have to be tabled. That bitch needs a leash and a muzzle. And there is no longer going to be a status quo. There isn't. Because the one thing Donald Trump has done, he did it to America. Hey, Wolfie, she said she wasn't detained, but I did get sick on an agent due to nerves, which is cool. You know what I mean? That's where this conversation came from. The idea of family, familial bonds, what binds us, the differences that aren't really differences, and how we allowed American propaganda to make us lose sight of who and what we truly are. So with that being said, 20 minutes in, Godzilla -1 inhale. Let's get ready for a good show, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America and all. The ships at sea, welcome to a Truthful Thursday episode of The Sound of Coffee. As always, I am your host. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. For the your mama joke this morning, your dad calls your mom fat. Says he didn't want no big old wife. Even though she's popped out a couple of kids. You know what I mean? He don't appreciate that love handle. So what happens? Your mom goes to a gas station, feeling down on herself because her husband, once again, called her a fat ass. And then I walk in the door. And she looks at me, and all she hears is, and I go, excuse me, ma'am. Could you please hand me the creamer over there? Okay. So she hands me the creamer, and her hand brushes across mine. And then she feels it. Your mom, at that moment, knows that I love me some plus-size women and red velvet cake. And all she's thinking is, I'd wear some red velvet cake for you, daddy. That's just by touching my hand. Your daddy ain't got a goddamn chance after that. Your daddy ain't got a chance after that. Your mama want me to do her what J.D. Vance does to them couches. Every morning, y'all get on this damn ride, and every morning, no, Chaos, I'm not calling your mother a couch. Miss Lyle's like, get out. Every morning. I do this every morning. And every morning, y'all go, what the hell did you just say to me? Oh, my God. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Hold on, sir. You're not calling my mother a couch, are you? Hold on. Oh, shit. Sometimes, man. Hold on. Snapper comment. Oh, shit. Amanda over here making snapper comments. This is Amanda Snapper. The Statue of Liberty promises hope, freedom, and opportunity for those seeking a new life. Yes, a sapper. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Amanda, was that your husband? Yo, it's Mr. Amanda Hills in the building. Hello, sir. Gives new meaning to lazy boy. Stop, Taz. Sappers lead the way, baby. Mr. Tidwell, welcome to the Sound of Coffee. I want you to know that your wife is loved on this show. She is a coffee bean. Speaking of which, one time for the one time, one time for the one time, one time for the one time. Persepolis the cactus. Always in our hearts. Always in our hearts. Always in our hearts. I greet you with the universal greeting of the coffee beans. Call it the coffee bean prayer.
How you doing? I woke up. Everybody else, because I woke up. That's how I look at it. You all had a chance until I woke up. And today's mine. That's just what it is.
Sorry. Y'all had a chance to fix this shit until we woke up. You know what I mean? You had a chance to fix it until we woke up, buddy. Out of here with that bullshit. Amanda, you tell your husband he is more than welcome to come in anytime he wants, and tell him to welcome. Okay, Michael Pruitt said, Thomas, if somebody donates $20 to Jess, Michael Pruitt will match it. Y'all hear that? Michael Pruitt said, if somebody donates $20 to Jess's fund to get home to her uncle, then Michael Pruitt will match it. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I mean this. I'm going to say it in front of him. I'm going to see if I can make him blush and cry. Okay. As y'all know, next month is the Jankies, or the Eat a Jank Coveted FU Sauce Awards. It happens every year on the 30th and 31st. We have the Janky of the year, meaning the worst of the goddamn worst last night. I mean, not last night, but the worst of the worst of the year. But we also have an award called the My Name Caesar Bitch Award, which is for the badass of the year. I am saying now, and Angry or Jess or somebody can write this down. One of my nominees for the My Name Caesar Bitch Award this year is Michael Pruitt. Michael Pruitt has gone through adversity. Do y'all hear me? Adversity. And yet, with when he's needed, he's there. When people can think of someone who would give literally the shirt off their back, it would be Michael Pruitt. I am proud to call Michael my brother. I'm proud to call Michael Pruitt my friend. I am proud to call Michael Pruitt a coffee bean. And with everything that I know he has gone through, and trust me, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Pruitt's story is hopeful and heartbreaking at the exact same time. With everything that I know that man has gone through this year, for him to still be the person that he is that says, hey, I want to give away a present. Hey, if anybody needs help, I'm here. Hey, if you'll donate $20 to Jess, I'll match it. For him to do that, even though everything I know about him, and Michael, I understand I might be making you blush and cry, and I'm sorry, but goddamn it, you're gonna get this love, partner. With everything that I know that man has been through, for him to still be that person, that is a badass move. So, as the brutalist of the guild, I nominate Michael Pruitt for the My Name Caesar Bitch Award for the badass of the year. Like I said, Michael's story is heartbreaking, but it's hopeful. And he's just a good dude. He's just a good man. So somebody write that down. I think that's like the second My Name Caesar Bitch Award nominee. I can't remember what the first one was. But, yep, Michael Pruitt. Okay. Get your C's, turn them sideways, raise them in the air, and acknowledge your coffee bean, OCB, 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 Oh, ZB, why you got your hand up there? Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a high five. Love on you, some you, for the best part of this show, ladies and gentlemen, the Coffee Beans. Michael Pruitt says, thanks, everyone. Never wanted the recognition, just wanted everyone to be happy and healthy. I appreciate all of you. And Michael, let me speak on behalf of all the Coffee Beans. We appreciate you as well. Do y'all understand why I like this community the way it is? If it gets bigger, great. If it don't, I really don't care. Because I can still show love to every one of y'all by name. By name. I can go, hey, there's Michael Pruitt. Oh, look, there's Magpie. I see you over there, April. What's going on, Wolfie? Then I can go over here. I go, Sigrid, what's happening? Jamila, good loving on you, baby. Rach, good morning. I can do that. That's what makes this community special to me. That's what makes this community special to me. That I can still call you guys individually. I might miss a comment, but I never miss y'all. Y'all walk in the morning, y'all walk in and say good morning. I say good morning back. If I can see it. If I can see it, right? That's what makes me love this. That's what makes me love this. So let's talk about humanity, kids. Donald Trump is able to get away with the shit that he's able to get away with because he is gearing his shit to the lowest common denominator. Y'all see what I'm trying to tell y'all? Donald Trump can get away with the shit that he gets away with because he is appealing to the lowest common denominator. What do I mean by that? It's quite simple. You can be a Republican and I can be a Democrat and we can disagree on politics. You can be a Steelers fan and I can be a Chiefs fan. We can disagree on football. You could think The West Wing is the greatest show ever, and I could think The Sopranos is the greatest show ever, and we can disagree on TV shows. But at the end of the day, you're a human, and so am I. There is no disagreement in that. There's no way to disagree with that. Am I making that up? I stand in front of a human. You stand in front of a human. You give me the respect as a human. I give you the exact same respect. Donald Trump has made that not sexy. Every time you hear these people argue against DEI, 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 do you want to know what they're really arguing against? Use the words. Don't use the letters. Use the words. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. I think that's it. Accessibility, isn't it? Accessible. If it's not, somebody correct me. Take those words and then look at your life. Take those words and look at your life. If you are a white person, do you interact with anybody that ain't white on a day-to-day basis? I don't care if it's in passing. I don't care if it's one time. Do you interact with somebody? Inclusion. Okay, inclusion. My God. My bad. Do you interact with somebody that is not you, that looks different than you? Maybe you're a blonde and you interact with brunettes all day. Maybe you're tall and you interact with short people. Maybe you're a big, stocky man and you interact with smaller statured men. Is that not a diverse time and a diverse way of thinking? Ladies and gentlemen, I have agoraphobia. Crowds, crowds, right? That's me. That is me on a day-to-day basis. I go, oh shit, I got to leave the house. Oh shit, I got to interact with people. I start, I'm hitting it. It's not because I don't like people. Please don't misunderstand me. I have agoraphobia. Excuse my French, angry. I know, I just did it. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm killing you, Smalls. Yeah. I start glitching out. I have a face that I put on when I leave my house. It's called the don't come anywhere near me face. I know, Smalls. I try to lean into that large black man trope so I can go to the damn Walmart, get my shit, and get out. Just don't touch me. Now, the face looks like I'm intimidating. My name Intimidator. Get out my face, man. See these headphones in my ears? That means I don't want to talk to you. On the inside, it's like, please don't touch me. Wait a minute. Did you bump into me? Now, is that because I think I'm better than human beings? No. I just have a fear of them, okay? That's shut up, Chaos. Call me a wussy. But it's true. Like, on the outside, I'm like Black Dark Side, know what I mean? Don't come near me. Go away from me. I don't even want to talk to you. On the inside, it's pure. Like I don't want to go to the bathroom. Wait a minute. Are other people in here peeing? Does that mean I think I'm better than anybody? No. I've had panic attacks in public. Not gonna lie. One of the worst ones I ever had in my life was the day I went to Walmart in Blue Springs trying to buy fold-up chairs. I freaked out. I was sweating bullets. Then my breath, like my chest got tight. I was like, I ran out of a goddamn Walmart. I'm glad they didn't chase me. Thought I stole something because my hands were like, got in my car or got in my truck, but the whole way home. But that doesn't mean, hold on, Wolfie said, Thomas Bishop, I don't have what you have, but I do not really socialize with people that I don't know, that I do not know, which is fine, Wolfie. There's nothing wrong with that. And Chuckle said, locals here don't consider themselves POC. Exactly. So, but that is never me hating on humanity. I'm a part of the human race. Yes, there's some people I will tell on TikTok I'm better than you. Yep, I will. Not because, oh, wow, I was born more genetically superior and I got wings and I can fly at supersonic speeds or some shit. I ain't nothing like that. I say that because some goddamn people seem to believe that their individualistic self, their one, is greater than the all. Those people I don't like. I don't like those people. But I never forget that I am dealing with humans. Good, bad, or indifferent, we are human beings. T-Bone's in the building. Good morning. We're human beings, kids. If I walk up and prick your finger with a, hold on, Tracita with the $2 super chat. I love humanity, but humans can suck sometimes. It's true. That's true. Anthony Brewer, absolutely. Yes. Yes, we can. As a matter of fact, I think you would be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't say that you were better than Donald Trump. You would be discounting yourself. Tea is joy, but coffee is life. You damn right, T. You would be doing yourself a disservice if you did not look yourself in the face, in the mirror every day and say, I'm a better human being than Donald Trump. Donald Trump stood in front of journalists that worked with Jamal Khashoggi and said things happened, but MBS didn't know anything about it. Here's a little secret, ladies and gentlemen, some little geopolitical secret. No Saudi Arabians are getting on a plane to go to a consulate in Turkey to dismember a person if MBS doesn't know. I said what I said. If a bunch of Saudi Arabians got onto a jet, not a plane, not a regular schmegular plane, a jet with equipment to dismember a human being, they get to said consulate. They destroy and dismember Jamal Khashoggi, and MBS didn't send them. When they got their ass on that jet to come home, by the time they got home, there would be death warrants issued for every goddamn one of them. No Saudi Arabians are getting on a plane to do that if MBS doesn't know. So for Donald Trump to say he didn't know anything about it is a lie. That's a lie, a dead ass lie. But it is the callousness. It's not just it. Thank you. And Siri caught all of it, which is the tape I hope we never hear. But Donald Trump said this in front of Washington Post reporters, which was the place that Jamal Khashoggi literally worked at. Things happen. That's what got me to thinking about today's show. That's what got me to thinking about it. Trumpers and the MAGA movement is all about destroying that which is different. That which makes us unique. They want it gone. They want a poor, bland, whatever type of world. Unfortunately, they're living in America, and that shit ain't gonna happen. Diversity isn't forced in America. It's a byproduct of it. It is a byproduct of it. You cannot live in America. Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example. Y'all seen them dumbasses trying to build them all white towns, right? How many of them are successful? Hold on. Hello, Godzilla. How you doing? Am I wrong? Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Return to the Land was trying to build all white towns all over America. How many of them are up and thriving right now? Hello, Godzilla. It doesn't work. It does not work. Now, I know some jackasses like, well, they used to have all black towns. I won't that word used to. I'm gonna leave that phrase. I'm gonna leave that alone because you obviously didn't catch what happened. But even in those all black towns, as you say, white people were still there. White people still came in. They were right next door to these white towns. What the hell makes you think they went? Hello, Mr. Johnson, come on in. We got the. Come on. Are you serious? But when you try to build an enclave of just all white people, this shit ain't gonna work because you don't live in a country that, oh, well, we could just forego diversity. No, you can't. You can't do it with the people in front of you, and you damn sure can't do it with the products of people that don't look like you. Let me say that again. You cannot have. Oh, I know there's sundown towns, Chaos. I know. But notice, we're not talking about a sundown town population 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. No. A sundown town population 3,000. A sundown town population 2,000. They're dying out. They're dying out. You wanted that exclusivity of just white people, and guess what? Now your town is dried out like a used condom flying out of a 94 probe at 75 miles an hour on I-70 going to St. Louis, bitch. I said what I said. Shit drying out in the sun. You wanted to have all white, fine, but try to live. Try to have that. Thank you. Chaos just said it. Struggle love towns. We should stop calling them sundown. They struggle love. Put it this way: my youngest grandson will have grandchildren of his own, and these towns will never be known. We'll know them because they're historical. You know, this is accurate. This place right here. This was a sundown town, but they won't exist. You cannot stop diversity. I'm sorry. You can hate it all you want, but you cannot stop it. Because simply by process of going forward, America was going to change. The faces are going to be brown and black. They're going to be gay. They're going to be trans. They're going to be a lot more women. There's going to be a hell of a lot more people that speak Spanish, a hell of a lot more people that worship Allah, and people with yarmulkes that go to synagogues. You're going to have diversity in this country, whether you want it or not. This is where the MAGA movement has failed. Because for 10 goddamn years, Donald Trump has been trying to prove that he and he alone is better than everyone. He stayed in the sun too long. We now know the truth. The son bitch ain't, that dude ain't better than this goddamn Godzilla -1 on my desk. This Godzilla right here has better foreign policy than Donald Trump. I said what I said. You tried the individualistic shit. It didn't work. It didn't work. So now you're stuck. You see that tree of raisins? Like I'm saying, this is Magpie. Thomas, my ex-friend, that so Charlie Kirk being dumb is the same thing as Funny Mustache Man unaliving millions. When he said that his pasty ass was on my bad side. Think about this for just a second. And stop me if I'm telling a lie. Racism has not changed the script since it was invented. I said what I said. These Bull Connor types was like, I'm able to call you a nigger. Then we start putting it in a rap song, and now people are like, well, how come I can't say it any goddamn more? I need y'all to help. I need y'all to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Racism hasn't changed the script since the invention. Do you know how many times I've been called a chimp, a gorilla, a monkey? And then I watch cartoons where the Ultra Humanite, for those of you who don't know who the Ultra Humanite is, it's a white gorilla. A highly intelligent white gorilla is damn IQ is like 700 and some change. So you want to call me a monkey? I choose to be Ultra Humanite then, dumbass. See, at Chaos, Michael Pruitt. This is from Chaos. That's why I love Michael Pruitt. He presents rugged individualism but lives family and community. See what I'm saying? So, you're a monkey. Oh, I'm sorry. Like Gorilla Grodd? Huh? Who's he? A highly intelligent gorilla. Oh, maybe you're calling me the Ultra Humanite. Huh? How do you spell that? It's Ultra Human. Never mind. He has an IQ of like 700. You want to call me a monkey again? Because I can pick which one I want. I can be Caesar. I can be Caesar, bitch. So that's the shit they said to my grandfather and his father. What the? It never changes. For some reason, Jewish people still own all the money in the world. Like, you ain't never seen a broke Jewish person. Come on, man. Like, this shit ain't even working no more. If you're gonna hit the anti-Semitism, could you hurry up? The bus is coming. I got shit to do. Mexicans still out here with switchblades. Meanwhile, the cartel's like, we just gonna go to Texas and buy they shit and then come back and shoot our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the? None of the damn stereotypes are working. Meanwhile, you say snow roach, and all of a sudden, these people talking about their ancestors felt it. Man, shut up, you snow capybara. You were being racist to me because I called you a snow capybara. Yes, you don't understand the pain of my family being called capybaras throughout history. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your bitch ass up. Good morning, can we not, with your beautiful self? Shut your bitch ass up. We call you a styrofoam soldier. All of a sudden, you start hearing the music from Roots. Shut your dumb ass up. We start telling people, hey, shut up, you goddamn albino manatee. Did you say something about my race? No, bitch, I called you a goddamn albino manatee. You're more concerned about the color. I'm more concerned about the fact that your big ass over here talking shit to me. You called me a snow ferret. Let me call the NAACP. For what? But they think, what's this? Nigger. And I go, that's the best you got. Put some bass in your voice, buddy. I'm gonna need you to say the N-word from your nuts up, not from your diaphragm. You gotta say it there, nigger. Like, you gotta do that. Don't come in with the what is that? Racism has not even evolved. It's the same dumbass 1511 goddamn insults. Sexism hasn't evolved. How the hell is it you got all these guys that want a traditional trad wife, and the only thing they can think of is her cooking them, making them a sandwich? Meanwhile, women now have 15 to 20 different ways off the top of their head to describe how small your penis is. Women start, listen, you already talking about, hey, bitch, go in the kitchen, Mike made a sandwich. And then she starts pulling out toothpicks and Tic Tacs and all other kinds of shit. Like, sure, do you want me to suck this thing afterwards? Huh? You're like, you're talking about my penis. Yes, bitch, I am. Those who believe in individualistic shit have not evolved. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? They have not evolved. The reason they can scream DEI is because that's their new bone. Because all the other ones are falling apart. Hey, the welfare queens. Oh, you mean like Elon Musk? Whoa. Hold on. What did you just say? I said welfare queens, and I said Elon Musk.
Whoa, brother. Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
And then we have statistics to prove that it's true. Elon Musk in a year gets more in government subsidies and bullshit than the entire welfare recipients of the state of California. All of them. Every one of them piled on top of each other. They get less in government free money, as y'all call it, than Elon Musk. So again, somebody stop me when I tell a lie. These people are not evolving. They're not. But we are. That's what scares them. That's what scares the shit out of them. Because you can't compete where you cannot measure up. If I tell you, without ever meeting you in real life, without ever giving you a hug, without ever giving you any sort of affirmation, without ever shaking your hand, hugging you, spending time with you, if I tell every one of you that you are the greatest example of what humanity can be, that might be the thing that pushes you past that day. Notice, I did not specify that to anyone. I said you are the best of what humanity can be. There was no race involved in it, no sex involved in it, no homophobia or xenophobia or anything. There was simply me giving you words of affirmation. Because guess what? Every human being needs them. Every human being needs them. From that affirmation comes compassion. And from compassion, that's how you touch lives. That's how you heal people. That's how you heal lives. The individual doesn't want to do that. The individual does not want to do that because they believe that by me showing you love, I'm not having enough love for myself. Them not realizing that it is reciprocal. The world is the way it is right now because we put profit over people. We put the bottom line over better lives. We literally turned ourselves into these isolated people in a world where there's other people at. Oh, shit. All right, Chris Lotus came up with some news. Morning, fam. Bad news. I tested positive for lupus yesterday. Chris, I am so very, very sorry, my friend. But you got us. But you got us. Morning, sunshine, rain. Everybody, right now, stop everything that you're doing. If you're a prayerful person, I want you to pray for Chris Lotus. If you are not a prayerful person and you are in the YouTube chats or in the TikTok chats, it doesn't matter. I want every one of us to love on Chris Lotus for a few minutes, please. Please. Chris, you got this and you got us. We love you. And if there's anything that you need from any of us, please let us know. It's not too severe, thankfully, but it explains my chronic fatigue and the skin issues I've been having. I'm just glad that you now know, Chris, so that means you can fight it. And please understand, you don't fight alone, sir. You don't. You are a coffee bean. And coffee beans look out for each other. So if y'all follow Chris on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever, send him some love today. Send him a DM, shoot him a message, let him know we love him. Chris, I'm doing it on air because I can. I haven't have a microphone and cameras in front of me. So I'm saying it right here. Brother, you got this. You got this. We're going to help you. We're going to be right there with you. Listen, Professor Moriarty's like, solidarity, brother. We got you. Okay, Chris? Y'all love on Chris for a little bit, all right? Chris Lotus. Y'all love on Chris Lotus, please. Just know, man, you ain't in this fight by yourself. And if you need us, we got you. The rugged individualism that America peddled. Good morning, Mr. Moriarty, aka Mr. Outcast. The rugged individualism that America tried to peddle to the world is not working. It isn't. It is that rugged individualistic mentality that has people believing that Jeff Bezos is a self-made man. I want y'all to think about this for just a second. Think about how big Amazon is. Think about the worldwide thing. Chris, what is your ad on TikTok, sir? So people can come go to your page. This big ass conglomerate called Amazon. Sitting at the top of it is Cockeyed Joe. Lex Luthor with Biggie Smalls eyes. Anyway, everybody he's a self-made man. How many employees are there at Amazon? Like seriously, how many employees are at Amazon? How you got the same as it is on here. It's at the Chris Lotus. I have TikToks of games mostly, but y'all, it's at the Chris Lotus. So please go over there and give him some love. How many employees does Amazon have? How the hell are you self-made with that many employees? Like, come on, dog. But that's what rugged individualism gets you. You admire the rich. Yeah, you got it, E. You got it. The Chris Lotus, yes. You got people like Musk and Bezos and Gates and shit. They're put out front at their, oh, look, these billionaires and they've made some, bitch, they did not do it alone. They didn't. But they got your ass out here believing that they did. You know how crazy that is? GC, okay. Using myself. GCPR is more than just Thomas Bishop. It is. We have shows with an S on it. This is bigger than me. Am I the name that brings them in? Probably. But they stay in for the quality of the host and the shows that they have. So I can't sit up and talk about GCPR, all me. That shit don't make any goddamn sense. It's like their shows, sir. S with an S, shows. Because they continue to try to make you feel like you're in this shit by yourself. And you're not. You want inclusion in things that affect you and your life, do you not? That is inclusion. If you pay taxes in America, you have equity in this country. You pay taxes, you want roads that don't result in catastrophic damage to your damn car. You want bridges that don't just accidentally fall on top of like 400 people. That is the equity, the stake that you take in the upkeep of this country. And again, diversity speaks for itself. One of the things I loved about the Army was, and I've said it, we're green. Every one of us. We're green. We all serve the people of the United States. We all took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. You know what I mean? So if you here for the work, we're going to get the work done. But I serve with black men and white men. I serve with Hispanic men. I serve with Jewish men. I serve with Muslim men. I serve with lesbians. I serve with gay folks. I had the pleasure of doing this, the honor in doing this. I literally do not see a need to try to be an individual in a world filled with so much diversity. I can't do it. One of the things you don't realize as a content creator or a creator of content or whatever is, yes, people touch your life, but you touch theirs as well. If you put out content that educates people, affirms them, lets them know that they're human. You touch people's lives. It's not, I've gotten so many messages, but I will never, ever, ever read a single solitary one of them out loud. In fact, my wife is going to have to go find them. If I die before she does, she's going to have to go find it. I'm not going to tell her, but I've gotten hundreds of those messages. 5 years, hundreds of messages. And I say the same thing over and over and over. When people say thank you, I say no need. I'm just a villain. Call that arrogant, call it humble, whatever, call it whatever you want to, but that is just simply me knowing there is an impact and a power in the words that I speak. So I take things like that extremely seriously because I live in a diverse world. I have humans in front of me. I don't need to, micro this and put you here. No. Yeah, we could disagree on some shit. We could have a fist fight and disagree on some shit. But I'm still fighting a human. I'm not fighting one of these people that are just like a non-playable character and shit. And see, Chuckles, I was just getting ready to talk about that. Supremacists don't make no damn sense to me. They don't. Without anybody to be superior to, what are you a supremacist of? If you ain't got no damn body to be superior to, who are you superior? Who? You in a room by your goddamn self. Hey, I'm superior to Godzilla -1. Why? I can stand up and go get some more coffee. Like, what is that? White supremacists are some of the stupidest sons of bitches on the planet. I ain't gonna lie. White supremacists are some of the stupidest sons of bitches on the planet. Because in their head, they're better and smarter and superior to me, right? But if I move, what the hell are you? I'm superior. Shit, ain't nobody else in the room. Goddamn. I'm superior to these. How they supreme when they don't even season their own food properly? Exactly, Jamila. What? Think about this. You're a white supremacist. You live in an all-white enclave with nothing but white people. Now, all of y'all think it the same way. Every one of y'all are in this damn town thinking the exact same way. I'm a white supremacist. I'm superior to. Okay, if y'all are all in the town thinking y'all superior, then who really is superior? Like, who's superior?
Got him. Got him.
Like, there's 400 white men in this town. All of them white men think they superior. So who stands out there? Like, who the... You said I could be superior on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 8 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. It's my superior time. No, bitch, you told me I could be superior on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and we split half a day on Sundays, and I'll be superior in the morning on Sunday. You be superior in the evening. You got the who are you superior to? Ain't a Negro in sight. None of y'all can call me a nigger because ain't one there. I'm superior to the Negroes. You mean the ones that ain't in the room with us right now, dog? Like, I wanted an all-white enclave so I could be superior to black people who are not in the town to hear my superiority. What are you talking about? It's like having the biggest penis in a closet by your damn self. What the... walking around here with all this penis. You are in a closet, sir. Who do you have more penis than? The Colts? What are you talking about? It's the dumbest shit I ever heard of. Hold on. Wolfie said Australia just passed a new law stating anyone that does a funny mustache man salute gets an automatic 10-year jail sentence. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Everybody loves the funny mustache man. Don't nobody love what the funny mustache man did. So they keep trying to say, well, it wasn't really that number. It was like $4 worth of people. No, bitch. It was exactly what it was. But his whole shtick shouldn't have worked. Do y'all understand? His whole shtick should not have worked. Because he was talking about the superiority of the Aryan race. What number of white people over there anyway? Y'all picked on the Jews because you thought they were different. Here's the problem with that. They weren't. They really weren't. They weren't. They were human beings, dumbass. So you're superior. Your humanity is more superior than theirs? Bullshit. Bullshit. Same way I felt about the goddamn chattel slavery. You gave white people, think about this. You had Scottish people, Irish people, German people, English people, European people, Russian people, Scandinavians, whatever, right? They all come to America with their own customs and courtesies and all this other shit, right? And they get to working around these slaves. They start realizing, the slaves is eating chitlins and I'm eating chitlins too. Ain't that funny? Hey, the slaves are getting beaten. I'm out here in this goddamn heat getting beaten. Kind of funny, ain't it? Hey, the slaves ain't getting no respect and they don't give me no respect. Seems like we might be on the same page. And here come the rich and the powerful go, no. Remember how you came over as Irish? No. You are no longer Irish, sir. You are white. So you gonna take away my heritage and give me a color? Bombastic side eye. And then you're gonna tell me how much better I am than the person that's eating the same shit I'm eating, doing as much of a backbreaking job as I am, and none of us is getting paid. Meanwhile, you're making all the money? Criminal offensive side eye. Ain't no way in hell you could have sold white to me. Nah, listen. You cannot. I couldn't be, after Bacon's Rebellion, I'd be asking goddamn questions. After Bacon's Rebellion, I'd be asking some goddamn questions. You're not Irish. Huh? You're white. Wait a minute. I'm what? White. Okay. And you're telling me this why? Because you see them brown folk over there? Yeah, you mean the brown slaves? No, they're black. Wait a minute. Black? That's a color. What? How am I white and they black? What the? Because you're better than them. Why? Because you're white. I was Irish before this goddamn conversation started, dumbass. I feel like I lost something having this conversation with your stupid ass. You imagine that shit? You're going to buy a car. You already got a car, but you want a better car. Somebody sells you on a car that's worse than yours. Worse than the shit you brought in. You brought in a pretty decent 2001 Honda Accord. They put your ass in a 76 Buick Regal fresh out of the goddamn junkyard. Chris Magpie said, Thomas, they brought that shit off of a $7 house.
Your mama still working in them $10 houses?
And they convince you after trying to turn in your 2001 Honda Accord to buy a 1985 Ford Escort. I was better off before we started this goddamn conversation, Master Jim. White. What is this shit? But again, the people that believe in rugged individualism do not think very much. That's why family means a little bit different to them than it does to the rest of us. You see, you can be born into a family and that family can be total dog shit. And then you can go out, meet 5 friends and stay friends forever, and they can be your goddamn friends, and that can be your family. You see what I'm saying? See how that works? You can be born to a crackhead and a drug dealer, and your best friend in the house was the rat that didn't bite you. You can grow up in that. Then you can walk out the door, meet 4 dudes and a woman as kids. Y'all can stay friends until y'all start burying each other and shit. That's your family. There's a family you were born into and a family that you choose. Rugged individualists want you to not choose a family at all. They want you out here. I'm alone. I'm by myself. I'm out here doing everything alone, and I'm a lonely man. I was born alone. I didn't come from a womb. I came from a block of granite. I was alone. I was a lonely man. I'm rugged individual. I'm rugged. I'm rugged. See my rugged individualness. I'm wearing rugged drawers. I'm so rugged individual. Meanwhile, they mama got an uncle that love you. I mean, they mama got a brother who's their uncle who loves them to death. They got cousins who they hung out with. They fell in love with the girl they went to high school with. They were really popular in high school, but your dumb ass a rugged individual. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up.
Shut up!
That shit gets on my nerves. But it is how, and again, I use Trump as an example because he is the biggest and best example of what I am talking about. Trump did not get anywhere near where the hell he was supposed to be in life, even though he had all the help in the world. Think about it. He was born on third base. All he had to do was run home. That's it. He could have said, I got a home run. Just being born on third base. Instead, what does he do? Runs into the outfield, takes off his clothes, starts humping the ground, yelling out, I'm selling steaks at the Sharper Image. Bitch, he will never get over that. Nope. I know y'all like, Thomas, why so petty? I don't like that. I don't give a shit, okay? I need y'all to feel me and understand me. There's beef between me and that man for that shit forever. Got a head start. That's what privilege does. Exactly, E. But he out here got poor ass people believing that they can do the same thing. You can't. You can't. And you damn sure couldn't do it by yourself, even if you tried. You need people to get anywhere in life. And since you live in a country that has all this multitude of different cultural backgrounds and different pots of information and things of that nature, why would you be such a bitch and not use it? When I was in the military, one of the things that used to annoy the hell out of anybody that worked the gates, and you can ask anybody in the military, they'll tell you, is when the wife of an officer would come on post. You see, when there's an officer in the car, an officer in the vehicle, you get their ID, you scan it, you see that they have access to be able to come in, you give them a salute. You salute them. They're the officer in the car. You don't salute the car. You salute them. It's an officer in the car. So it's a captain, or it could be a butter bar second lieutenant all the way up to a four-star general. You salute the car, and not the car. You salute the person in the car. That's just like when you're on post and the 2-star is in their vehicle, and you'll see they have a little flag that has a 2-star. That's the division commander. You salute the division commander. You don't salute the goddamn car. If he ain't in the car, it don't matter. But if he's in the car, you salute the officer in the car. Now, one of the things that would annoy people is when wives would drive up on post in their husband's car. All right? So the sticker already has a little whatever. They scan their ID. They see that they're the wife of some lieutenant. And they say, you know, thank you, ma'am. Welcome to insert base. There were a lot of wives like, you better salute the car. Bitch, what the fuck? Ain't no officer in the goddamn car. Why am I saluting the car? You know what I'm saying? Like, they would get heated. They would get heated. They would go to their husband's commanding officer to tell them that the people at the gate didn't salute the car that they were in and the fact that they're the wife of a second lieutenant. That's what rugged individualists want you to do. That's what rugged individualists want you to do. Celebrate them doing everything that normal people do, but doing it because they're rugged individuals. Nothing is I'm telling y'all something, nothing sexy about that. Nothing is sexy about that. Do y'all know what it feels like to try to go through depression alone? Ain't shit sexy about that. What's that song that that Bradley Cooper sang in A Star Is Born? Maybe it's time to let the down. Maybe time to let the way down. That's my depression. Y'all want to? Do I look like I don't want to share that with somebody? Please come help me. Exactly. Lonely and dangerous to our own well-being. I'm in here. I done had a great show. I turn off the cameras, and then that darkness hits me. I'm in here crying. I just did a 2.5-hour show. None of y'all noticed. But I shut the cameras off. Man, it's time to let the way down. Do y'all understand how effed up that is? That's a darkness that you do not want to face alone. But the rugged individual will tell you, you got to walk through it. No, you ain't got to walk through it by your goddamn self. You don't. And taking your own life is serious to me. Very serious. It started with my friend Anye. I've had several people in my life that I've known that I've genuinely cared about that have taken themselves off the census. I don't F around with that shit. I don't. So I'll be goddamn. If you tell me I got to battle this bullshit by my damn self, I'm going to hit you in your goddamn mouth.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
It's the equivalent of saluting the car. It is the equivalent of saluting the car. Officer ain't nowhere in sight, but you want me to salute this goddamn car. I got friends all over, but I'm gonna walk through this shit by myself. Are you nuts? No, absolutely not. That is the downfall of rugged individualism, because darkness happens to all of us. Darkness happens to all of us. But what is the one thing even a therapist will tell you about? You need help. Help in the form of other people. I don't give a shit if it's better help, which I wouldn't do because I heard there's some goofy shit going on with BetterHelp. It doesn't a therapy session, a men's support group, or what have you. I don't care what it is, but you cannot fix this shit by yourself. The rugged individual will have you believing that you have to. You live in a world with all these people that really open their heart and their soul, that love you, but you're gonna walk this shit by yourself. No. The other night I made a video where I talked about all the men in my life that have gotten me to where I am. Whether it's my brother Rocky, my cousins, whether it's the guys that I friends I made while I was in the military, whether it's men in the guild or what have you. I've said these men get me to where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? So I know if my knee gets ready to hit the ground, I got 4 or 5 people I can call immediately. I got 2 or 3 of them I can hit them with an email. They will literally call me back. Hey, bro, what's going on? Talk to me. Why in the world would I want to face that shit by myself? Why? But Donald Trump has everybody believing that's exactly what you have to do. That is why it is so toxic and dangerous, the things that he is trying to teach you to do. Yes, the ugliness of people that support Donald Trump is coming out in droves. Do not get me wrong, I already know that. But the other thing that Donald Trump is doing is he is wearing on the psyche of people, having them to forget that they live in a world where people love them. That there is the family you are born into, and there's the family you choose, and both of them can help you walk yourself out of the darkness inside of all of us that hits every one of us, myself included. I will never sit here and try to pretend like I have the greatest life ever and nothing ever hits me. Y'all are out y'all goddamn mind. I go through depression like you would not believe, but I know I don't have to go through it alone. I do not. Because I am dealing with humans who also go through what I go through. Maybe I'm up and you're down. And you reach your hand out and say, Thomas, I got to get through this. And here I am. Come on, let's go. Maybe I'm down. And you go, hey, Thomas, here, come here. And you pull my ass up. But these are the things that sustain us. These are the things that literally are different from the idea of doing anything alone. This is where your humanity shines brightest. I get mad when I go on lives with people and they want to try to pit me against something. I'm on a live with one of these MAGA people say, the left doesn't even know what is a woman. To which I answer, what difference would it make? You ain't gonna let her control her goddamn body anyway. What is it? You want a cookie? Do you want a cookie? You're not gonna let her control her own body anyway. What difference does it make? I could give you every single characteristic of what a woman is in America, and you still won't let her control her own body. So why am I answering that goddamn dumbass question? But that's that individualistic shit. That's what that is, kids. In a nutshell. Let me separate the conversation from the failings I have as a human being, and let me bring up, oh, by the way, you don't know what a woman is. You're trying to discount women, and you're trying to shame trans women at the same goddamn time. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit there and play the game with you. No, because guess what? Whether they are a woman, as you say, or a trans woman, what is the one part of that you should remember? They're goddamn human beings. They are goddamn human beings. Difference doesn't make whether or not we want to tell y'all this is what defines a woman. You're not going to let her have her human rights. So why are we even talking about it? Why? The fact that the ideology of a dead, failed man overrides what people see every single day is disgusting. It's horrible. And sometimes it gets to you. Sometimes your knees buckle. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes the tears is right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It takes unlearning for you to understand what your place in this world is. I don't think we were born to be alone. I don't. I have seen no empirical proof that we are designed to be by our goddamn selves. I have not seen a single ounce of empirical proof that we are designed to be alone. I haven't seen it, and I don't think I ever will. We are bred and born to be together. We are bred and born to understand our humanity because we see it in other people. I don't got to live your life to notice you're a human. I don't. I don't have to walk a day in your damn shoes to know that you're human. What I do have to do, what I am required to do first, last, and always is recognize what stands before me as a human. So that means every inalienable right that goes with a human belongs to you. And I have to respect that. The little minor things I can disagree with you on. We can argue, we can fuss, we can fight, we can fist fight. But if I try to take away your humanity, I am wrong. Donald Trump tries to take away people's humanity. These ICE raids, these people aren't going after humans. They're going after criminals. Criminals can be anything. If the loft on this damn office falls on my goddamn head and I die, it was the roof that did it, or the weight, or whatever. But it was not anybody literally kicking down for the shit to happen. But if you can treat people as not human, you can do anything you want to them. They did it with slavery. They did it with the Holocaust. The Khmer Rouge did it. Stalin did it. Leopold did it. Pol Pot did it. They dehumanized people. People think black folks hate cops because they're cops. No, we dislike cops for watching one of our cousins get the shit beat out of them. Can't stand that. That's a little bit of a bridge too far. You know what I mean? We can't stand that. Ain't got shit to do with you being a cop. It has a lot to do with the fact that you, in your capacity as a cop, beat the brakes off my cousin for nothing. Like he wasn't human. Can y'all imagine how our stomach, black folks' stomach just gets tied in knots when we see one of us on the ground dead at the hands of a cop? I don't think, and I will say this, I don't think white folks have really truly understood that. We see ourselves on the ground. We see our brothers and sisters on the ground. We see our kids on the ground. Every time we hear about an officer-involved shooting of an unarmed black person, the pit of every black person in America's stomach twists. I don't care where you live. I don't care what kind of money you have. I don't care if you're married to a white woman or a white man or whatever. You can still get them bullets and you can still have your ass end up on the ground. That has been black folks' biggest problem with the police this whole damn time. But every time we have ever tried to explain it away or explain it to where people would understand it, the crime or the so-called crime outlives the person on the goddamn ground. You know how effed up that is? Do you know how effed up that is? One of the reasons I will never forgive Candace Owens and the bitch can walk and do a whole marathon through the Atlantic, as far as I'm concerned, is the way she dehumanized George Floyd. You would think it was just a collection of crimes and shit that was on the ground with a knee on the back of his neck for 9 minutes. Not a human. Not a human. Not a human. Shit pissed me off about Michael Brown. What was the opinion page was on the opinion page when it came to Michael Brown? He wasn't no angel. Bitch, who is? Who's an angel? Anybody got wings? Anybody? Does anybody have any wings? I don't. Wasn't no angel. Most of America ain't angels. My daughter is the purest soul I've ever known. She's the only person I can honestly say today ain't no angel in my life. Or is an angel in my life. Everybody else got dirt under their fingernails and blood on their hands and shit like that. How the hell is it that when black bodies hit the ground, the only thing you see is the series of mistakes that they've made, or the crimes, or their criminal history, or whatever the hell it is? If a cop kills me, I'm telling y'all this right now. If a cop kills me, I'm the controversial TikToker who at one time was behind on child support. Now, did that say a goddamn thing about who I am? Did that say one goddamn thing about the person that I am? Did it talk about my wife of 18 years or 20 years, 20 something, over 20 years in a relationship with this one woman? Does it talk about the 8 children that we have together? My 4, her 4. Does it talk about our grandkids? Does it talk about my my time in the military? Does it talk about my veteran status? Does it talk about the guild? Does it talk about any life that I've ever helped to lead or given advice to or helped out? Does it talk about this radio station? No. It's a controversial TikToker who at one point was behind on child support. I am a series of mistakes and I'm not a goddamn human being. That's what eats at black folk. I can say this around the world. I could do a speaking tour on exactly that. When the body hits the ground, it's no longer a human. And then when you couple that with the fact that in the majority of these times, these people are killed for nothing. Nothing. Black folks are told that the Second Amendment covers everybody until you're Philando Castile. The Second Amendment's for everybody unless your name is Amir Locke. Your home is your castle unless your name is Botham Jean. You have a right to walk anywhere in America you want because you're free unless your name is Trayvon Martin. You can have a redemption story unless your name is George Floyd. They dehumanize us. They dehumanize us. And that's when we're dead. Imagine what we go through when we're alive. I get it. I am attractive. I'm not going to lie. I am kind of cute. And there are people that I'm attracted to. But I try to see more than just the physical. I try to see and hear the person that is inside. Do y'all know I'm a fetish? Do y'all know that? I'm a BBC. Shocking to me. Thank you, Tracina. All life is precious, and we must protect all life unless your name is Adriana Smith. Exactly. Women are safe in their homes unless their name is a Tatiana Jefferson. I am a fetish. Not a human being, a fetish. BBC. One of the most annoying, disgusting, and the easiest way to get me to literally not want to have a goddamn conversation with you is if you have one of them stupid ass QoS tattoos on you. I'm so serious. What I'm about to say is my opinion. Some people can like it, some people can dislike it, but I'm about to give y'all a little bit of game on the kink side, okay? What is a Queen of Spades? It's the Queen of Spades in a book of cards, right? But it also means white women who only go out with black men, who only sleep with black men. Here's where the game comes in. There's $1 million worth of game for about $4 in food stamps and a open Yoo-hoo. Spade is an offensive word that they used to call black folks when they couldn't call us niggers. When they could not say the word nigger in polite society because they didn't want the white women to get upset, they said spade. It is a derogatory word. So imagine a white woman calling herself the Queen of Spades. What is she saying? Come on. Come on. Come on. I know y'all are at the door. Y'all can smell the food. Smell good, don't it? Just open the door and come on in. Come on. Come on. If a white woman calls herself the Queen of Spades, and spade is an offensive word for black folk, what is she calling herself? Don't worry, I'll wait. Y'all know where I'm at? All of y'all are thinking it now, right? Right? So never mind the fact that I have a college degree. Never mind the fact that I am a veteran of the United States military. Never mind the fact that I'm a taxpayer. Never mind the fact that I have a radio show or a radio station. Never mind any of that. There are certain women walking around with that goddamn spade tattoo that when you see them and it has a big Q in the middle of it, you will know them. They are very, very not bashful about the shit. You will know them. When you see them, what they're saying is, I sleep with niggas. I'm the queen of niggas. Can you imagine sleeping with somebody with one of them goddamn things on them? Don't get me wrong. Love who you love. I've already told y'all. You got two rules to pretty much dating. Date who you want and shut the F up. Basically two rules. You want an interracial date? Cool, great, fantastic. Date who you want and shut the F up. But to imagine somebody with one of them goofy ass Queen of Spades tattoos on them, hitting on me, and I see it, I'm instantly pissed off. Instantly. Because you're going to try to get to know me. You know what I mean? You're going to try to get to know me. I'm going to give you this entire litany of everything I have ever done in my life. all you're going to think is, I'm about to fuck this nigga. Excuse my French, angry, but it's true, it's true. Sorry. I'm killing you, Smalls. You reduce me to a penis. Not a person, a penis. In other words, I'm not human. I'm not a human being. You don't give a damn about my loves. You don't give a damn about my hates. You don't give a damn about what terrifies me, what makes me cry, what keeps me up at night. You don't give a shit about the joy that I have had. You don't give a shit about the friends that I've made in this world. You don't give a shit about how many times I have cried over people that I have loved that are no longer here. No, bitch, all you saw was a black dick. Oh, and by the way, it's not just white women. White gay men get those damn tattoos too. Thank you, Loaded. Thank you, Chris. For educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. This is the life of a black man that a lot of white people, like a lot of white men, will never have to worry about. They won't. You don't have to worry about that. You don't. Because, see, he was like, yeah, good save, good save. I saw you. Because I wasn't the one that invented that. Yes, Storm, it absolutely is. Please go look it up, Storm. I wish I was making this up, but I am not. Type in Queen of Spades dating, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. This is a life. Oh, yeah, thank you, Chaos. We love the TikTok shop. Get your Queen of Spades basher at the TikTok shop. It's just a piece of wood with a fist on it. You can just crack their ass upside the head. You know what I mean? It just... A lot of what it is like in America to be a black man or a black woman, a black elderly person, a black child, a black gay person, a black trans person, a lot of what goes into the idea of blackness in this country has been commodified. It has. It has been used for other people's advantages, and I don't like that shit. I don't. But again, the only way for me to get people to understand it is if I put you in my shoes. If you're still seeing me as a black man, you're not seeing me as a human, which means you're not going to understand what I am trying to say. I don't have to be a woman to understand the trials and tribulations that a woman goes through. I know for a fact I can wear the skimpiest shit I want to and walk through a hallway of women and ain't nobody gonna touch me. Women cannot do that, gentlemen. Do you feel me on that one? Feel me on that one. Women cannot do that. A woman cannot wear a bikini in a gym full of men. That's a life none of us will ever understand unless they describe it in a way that gets us. Because we're still looking at it from the standpoint of, well, I would never do it. Bitch, it ain't gotta be you. But you know, 10 guys with penises that would do it. You will never understand the fear that a trans person walks around with in America today. Because you're not trans. You're not a trans woman or a trans man. Trans women have to navigate the goddamn bathroom. The bathroom. The bathroom. Now, you can look at that as a trans woman. You can look at that as a woman. You can look at that as a black man. But what do all three of them have in common? They're humans. Human beings are having to put off a part of themselves, be in fear of a part of themselves because the rest of this individualistic, I love when my words get all copied up. They only want to see what you are, not human, the collection of things that you are in addition to being human. A QoS tattoo means you don't see Thomas. Calling yourself a queen of spades does not mean, this means you don't see Thomas McCormick or Thomas Bishop or Thomas Edward or Grandpa or Baba or Mac. You don't see that person. You see a penis. You see a black penis. The fact that trans women are reduced to whatever's in their goddamn drawers and they have to justify it just to be able to go take a shit. The fact that women, when given the choice between men and a bear, chose the bear. And their rationale for it was really simple. The bear will only kill me once. The bear will only harm me once. If you ain't a man, you don't understand that shit. Then you get these stupid asses running around here. They try to make up this newfangled wording. Oh, well, if you understand what women go through as women, even though you ain't a woman, you're simping. What? So to be a human means I'm simping. The hell kind of shit is that? That's the stupidest shit I ever heard of. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard of. That's stupid. Hey, I understand that I don't do enough for my wife. So I need to start doing better for my wife. Oh, you simping for them bitches. Excuse me, that's my wife. When I shut this shit down and I go into my mother effing house, I go to my wife and my daughter. Also being accused of being an incel. Yep. Because you can understand, maybe not the way they can, but you understand that the truth is there and you know it, because a woman will tell you it's unsafe for them to go out at night. It's weird. It's awful weird. If I understand the fact that trans women have to navigate the goddamn bathroom, and that's the weirdest damn flex I've ever heard of, somehow, oh, you just love the trans. No, I love human beings, bitch. You're a white person. You have literally been raised around black folks, or not raised around, but you have listened to black folks, talked to black folks, been around black folks, all this good shit, right? So when they're telling you the stories of police brutality, you get it. You understand it. And here you are out here advocating like, yo, the police need to act the goddamn fool. ACAB, bitch, ACAB, bitch, ACAB, bitch. What's the first thing they tell y'all white asses? Race traitor. If you're white and have heard that before, raise your goddamn hand. Race traitor. N-word lover. Go ahead. You are amongst friends. Go ahead, raise your hand. You out here advocating for black lives. You are chastising other Caucasian people for being as racist and as stupid as they are. What do them Caucasian people call y'all? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll let y'all answer it. N-word lover, race traitor. Just go ahead. They don't see your humanity. They don't see you advocating for other humans. Magpie said, Thomas, that reminds me, I was called a traitor for my country for protecting immigrants. That's the other one. If you hate what ICE is doing and you use your damn platform to say that you hate what ICE is doing, what do they call you? Anti-American. You just want the people crossing the border. It happens all the time and matters for naught. They do it all the time. They literally do it all the goddamn time. You see humanity, they see a collection of shit. It happens all the goddamn time. All the time. All the time. E said, capital punishment also for accused of loving. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is exactly how they get you to forget your ass as a goddamn human. They will pile on a bunch of shit. Let me tell y'all something. I never did meth in my entire life. I've taken Adderall. I'm still taking the shit. But I've never done meth a day in my life. Never done crack a day in my life. Never. But if I see somebody die unjustly on the streets, I don't give a damn what the hell they were on when it happened. I don't. A lot of white folks watched that goddamn Rodney King ass beating, and all they saw was a collection of problems. They didn't see Rodney King as a person. Chris said, mind you, my mother's an immigrant. They didn't see Rodney King, a husband, a father, a brother, a son, somebody, a loved one, somebody's cousin, somebody who helped them out in a time of need. No, they saw a man who was on methamphetamine, so we needed to beat him like a goddamn animal. They saw his crimes, but they didn't see him. But then you get people like Donald Trump who do nothing but crimes. You see him and his crimes at the same time. The way he was able to fool people was because he lied to them. They have a collective too. Do not misunderstand me. MAGA is a collective of individuals. Everybody in the MAGA movement, some rugged individuals. They got the gun, the freedom, the liberty, and a bald eagle up their booty cheeks. They're a collection of individuals. That shit don't even, me saying that just made me confused. The only family that matters to them is their family, not yours, theirs. They don't want diversity because they want a world just like them, shaped like them, worked by like them, acted like them, honoring them. That's what they want. So anything that gets in the way of that shit, it's got to go. It's got to go. And that leaves people in the cracks. I would be an asshole if I said I wish harm on every one of y'all families. I would be an asshole. I would be. But I would never do it because that's not who I am. I give y'all affirmations on this show, not because I want you to come back and spend more money. I do it because you need to. If you are anything like me, you need affirmations. Even as stoic and as hardcore stoic as Chaos is, I still let him know he's my big brother and I love him. Even though we are 5 hours away from each other, I let E know I love him. I let him know I'm proud of him. It ain't got shit to do with, oh, they're both guild. Oh, no, it has a lot to do with the fact that these are men that I love and admire. So why the hell wouldn't I tell them how much I love them and admire them? I'm proud of them and I'm there for them. Why would I not do that? Yes, they're black men, but you know what they are? Humans. I say to Grizz, I love you, man. Be safe. Be good. Take care of your family. That ain't got their needs ain't mine. Like, I'm not shelling out the money, but I definitely want to make sure that Grid and his family are good, that they know that they are loved. Jamila, I did. I told Jamila I was proud of her. That wasn't about coins. That was about humanity. There's 24 hours in a day. Some of y'all will wake up tomorrow and your life will change for the better. Some of y'all will wake up tomorrow and your life will change for the worst. And some of y'all will wake up tomorrow and your life will not have changed at all. But you still need to know, in the good and the bad, or in the just regular schmegular normal, you are loved. You are admired, that people care. When Donald Trump is long gone, one of the biggest discussions we as Americans are going to have is this idea of destroying and getting rid of the myth of the rugged individual. God damn it, we don't live in a country like that. That shit's got to end, yo. It's got to end. Are politics always going to get in the way? Yes. White women will always have women of color to talk to about.
Refresh the page to hear the sounds. Please refresh the page to hear the sounds.
What the shit is that? What the fuck was that? I don't know where that came from. But white women will have to stop being white and be women. That means when you fight for your reproductive rights, you're fighting for reproductive rights of every woman. You are going to have to stop being a cis woman versus a trans woman and be a woman. Because women can't control their bodies. Trans women are not allowed in bathrooms. I'm sorry, looks like a double fight to me. Love you, Dots. Is my big sister, my sis Dottie's in here. You're going to have to get over what you think divides and focus on what unites. If there's a poor white man in the Appalachian Mountains, I need him to know that your poverty in the Appalachian Mountains is no different than the poverty in Los Angeles. No different. Different circumstances, different geopolitical weather, but other than that, poverty is still poverty. You see, when they think in individual, poverty is just your fault. But when you think of the collective, when you think of human rights, poverty is our problem. They individualize you so that nothing gets fixed. I think that's the key to the show today. They individualize every one of us so that problems never get fixed. Ever. Why would you care about a problem that you ain't got nothing to do with, even though you have everything to do with it? But they told your ass, no, you ain't got nothing to do with it. A poor person on the streets, a homeless person on the streets is an American problem. Our problem. There is a human being that's sleeping under a bridge. There's a human being that's sleeping in a tent city. There's a human being sleeping under garbage. As human beings, that should piss us off. And it should make us work towards getting that person out from underneath that and sleeping someplace where it is warm and safe. But if you think individually, that's that person's fault. That's that person's problem. Would you say these are systematic problems? Yes, Grids. Yes, I would. Yes. Yes, I would. They're systemic, they're systematic and systemic. And they give you the choice between fixing the problem for all or worrying about yourself. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can do two things at once. I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same goddamn time. I don't care. I need y'all to do something for me. And I need y'all to spread it to everybody and anybody in your life. I need you to see the humanity in everybody you will meet today and everybody you will meet tomorrow. I want you to, I don't care. Don't see a black man or a black woman. Don't see a white man or a white woman. Don't see a gay person or a straight person. Don't see any of that. See a human being and wish the best for them. See a human being and wish the best for them. Maybe maybe at the end of it, we'll get it right. I don't know. I don't know. But I know this shit that we have been going through for 10 years is not sustainable, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot keep moving like this. Like, yeah, exactly. Can we not? Apathy is our biggest damn issue. And because of that apathy, Donald Trump has been able to run roughshod on the American psyche. And I'm sorry, kids.
You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it.
If America's ever going to be fixed, it's got to be fixed from the foundation. The roots of this bitch is effed up. The roots of America, the bones of America are screwed up. We got to put pins and sockets and shit inside because we cannot sustain ourselves like this. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. As goes America, so goes the world. As goes America, so goes the world. Our foreign policy has to change. It's got to be bread and beans before bombs and bullets, bitch. I said what I said. Thank you, Elijah. Cognitive dissonance must be identified and combated. I'm sorry. I don't want to pay for another bullet that will end up in the body of somebody I don't know. I don't want to pay for another bomb that's going to be dropped someplace on people I don't know. We can survive as a nation and protect America's interests if we're not trying to be the geopolitical police of the world or helping out with proxy wars. We don't have to go to war with China. We don't need to. We don't. There can be a partnership made there that makes both the Chinese and the Americans better. We can get rid of dictators and strongmen like Orban and Putin. We can stop seeing it as land that was given away off of a Bible and shit and start looking at it like this. The land is plenty. Everyone can live here and be safe and peaceful. We can reject the ideas that still permeate because of that funky ass, funny mustache man with the one nut, the bad hairstyle, and a barber that hated his face. We can do these things. We just have to choose to do them. Hold on. Someone made an off-color comment about my son's 5-year-old daughter, and my son got arrested last night. God, no bail? Nana, did your son handle it? Is he being charged? What's he being charged for? Annabelle, don't worry about it. I know that you're here. Don't worry about it. Nana, is there anything you need me to do? Is there anything you need me to do? But we have got to stop this bullshit. Assault and battery. If there's anything I can do, Nana, we got you. E is offering to investigate. I will raise funds if you need me to. We will combat this for real, because all he was doing was defending his child as well he should. I would have done the same thing. Sorry. Nana, I want you to hold on to this, and I want you to tell your son this from me, please. Ain't nothing wrong with what he did. Ain't nothing wrong with what he did. He defended his baby. He defended his child. Any good father would do so. Any good father would do so. So you make sure you tell him, from me from Eve, from the whole coffee beans, everybody, however you got to tell it to them, tell them this: hold your damn head up. Walk out of there with your head held high, because you did what a father is supposed to do. We need more and more men just like him. Tell him we are proud of him. That's how people get their ass whooped. I'm sorry. But again, I go back to humanity. It's shit like that. There is a callousness in the world that I have noticed since the day I was born. I've felt it. I think I feel it a lot more because I feel it a lot more now because I've been conditioned to do so. I told y'all, hey, Nana, get with Elijah. The Outcast Nation will do an investigation, and I guarantee you by the time they're done, they're going to find everything about this dude. Tell you that. I think I have felt it a lot more because of the fact that I had nightmares for so many years, watching myself get torn apart over and over and over and over and over. And again, I keep telling y'all, it made me a little bit crazy. It did. But it also gave me, you know better than that. You know that you never need to thank me. Don't do that. You're my brother. I told you that. I think it also made me a little bit crazy, but it also made me a lot more aware of the world. I realize I've got a lot more good years behind me than I do in front of me. Here's a little fact. Everything I did past 1998, my father never got a chance to see. And that includes sitting in this chair right now with these cameras on. So that means the deployments, the promotions, the marriage, the grandkids. My dad never saw any of it. None of it. I realize, and it's almost been 5 years, that my mother has not seen the growth that I've made in 5 years. She hasn't been here for it. The launching of GCPR, the conversations, the guild. My mother it was not alive for any of this. What opened my eyes to a lot of things, and the reason I'm doing this show that I'm doing today is because of this. We cannot continue to act as though we don't see each other. We can't afford it anymore. We can't. I need y'all all to understand me and hear me very closely. We cannot afford to pretend like it's us versus them anymore. We can't. Morning, Rice. We got to see humanity, kids. We got to. We have to fight for those humans who are in the breach, the ones that will wake up today to an empty stomach, to a rundown house, to school where they go in with no breakfast, they get there late, and they got to wait till lunch to eat. I know, Annabelle, I know. We can't afford to act like we can't see this shit. Not anymore. Every person that you're going to interact with today is a human being. Got to tell yourself. So if a white man goes off on me and I go off on a white man, I did not go off on all white men. I went off on his ass. You have a bad interaction with a black person today, guess what? You had a bad interaction with that black person. Not all of us, that person. When I tell y'all to love on you some you, it is because it is through you. Hold on. I got you, Magpie. Hold on. What we often see is not only apathy, but people being disingenuous about what they fight for. People next to you are masquerading as your friend, but they still uphold the status quo. Exactly, Magpie. You're fighting against the status quo. You are fighting against the status quo. And every one of y'all beat it every day. Not because you listen to the sound of coffee, no. But because what I am saying to you, you understand because you thought the same way. You thought exactly like I think. There are people like my big brother Chaos who have seen the worst in humanity. And guess what he does? Guess what he does? Puts more of his heart out there for those that he loves and who love him. That man's seen the worst of humanity and still does that. There are people like my brother Elijah who have seen the worst of familial bonds, the worst of what family, what blood can do for you or do to you. And he still goes out and tries to make family and community everywhere else. There are people like my brother Angry, who he gets the chance to see what you do online. He sees the worst aspects of you online. He still does it. Still does it for people. These are the sort of human beings I've surrounded myself with. And I hope every day, I get up every morning after flipping the coin. I get up every morning and I say, I hope I am worthy of the love that these people give to me. And I hope like hell they understand that I am giving it back to them 10 times more. I hope I'm worthy of that. I look at my wife. I hope I am worthy of the love that she gives me, because I know goddamn well I will give it back to her in threefold. My daughter is, was, and will always be the purest soul I have ever known. I have never known a human being as pure as my daughter Asia. I do not. I hope I am worthy of that love. She will say, I love you to me 100 times a day or more. And I say, I love you right back. I hope I'm worthy of that. But I don't see my daughter or my wife or Elijah or Chaos or Angry or Taz or what Jay, or I see family. The family I chose. And the craziest part about it is, I designed the family I chose on the family I couldn't have. And the family I chose gave me enough love and affirmation that I am now rebuilding with the family I couldn't have. So I'm gonna end the show like this today. Normally at the end of the show, we say, may your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup, right? We say that every day, right? I'm going to be a little bit different this time. Just a little bit different. And I'm going to end the show like this. May the blood that pumps into your heart opens it enough for you to see the humanity of the man or woman that is standing in front of you. Let your eyes be acclimated to the sight of the man or the woman that stands in front of you. May your hands be prepared to embrace everything about the person standing in front of you as far as their humanity is concerned. May you have the mind to help if they need, or receive help if you need, from the human that stands in front of you today. Even with my agoraphobia, I still love people. I told y'all, I am a humanist. I root for humanity. I want humanity to be better. I want humanity to be stronger than we've ever been. not because of my individual pursuits. I will continue to pursue them, but I know I will never on purpose do damage or harm to another person. See, look at E out here saving lives, dealing with a newly released prisoner who's now a service user. That's what you do, E. That's your that is your thing. Each of us today will meet people that we like and we don't like. We will go on lives and be on panels with people that we absolutely agree with and totally don't. But the only way we're ever going to get past the damage that Donald Trump has done to the American psyche is this: to reject it. To reject it. You're not a series of individual mistakes, nor are you an island of your own. You are a human being. You must act as such, you must believe as such, and you must commit to seeing others in the same damn way. The amount of love and respect I have for all of you is immeasurable. It's not because you're here. It is simply because you are sharing your lives with me. And I'm honored by that. I am honored by that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to truly convey how honored and humbled I am by that. I hope I give you all something to think about every single day. I hope I give you all something to believe in for the next day. And I hope I give you guys a candle to light off of and be the light in someone else's life today. I'm proud of you all. And I'm so happy that you're here. Your victories are mine. Your sorrows are mine as well. I want you all to be the best human beings you can be today. And whatever your goal was today, as far as being a good person, double it tomorrow. And just know, no matter what happens, whether you succeed or you fail, I'm going to be right here to tell you you are loved, you are needed. If no one cares about you, I care about you. If no one says they're proud of you, I am proud of you. If no one says that you are a light in the darkness of the world, I am saying it to you. If no one tells you the world is a lot sweeter with you on this side of eternity, I'm saying it to you. Sometimes you just need to be able to remind people you're a human. You're going to fall. You're going to stumble. But you're still going to accomplish wonders. And I can't wait to watch you do it. So, as tonight, we got Superplex Party, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, GCPR airwaves. I didn't want to get too heavy, but I did want to leave y'all with some hope, because without you guys, there's no show. It ain't about me. It's about we. And I really hope, and I like hell, I make you guys proud of me today. Merv has got a doctor's appointment with a kidney doctor. We will see you tomorrow, Merv. If you need anything, please reach out to us. Nana, make sure you are telling yourself you're okay. And if you need anything, let us know. Chris Lotus, we got you, brother. Anything you need, let us know. Michael Pruitt, just continue to be the best, the best type of person you can possibly be. I am very proud to call you my brother and my friend. To all of you, to every single one of you, today belongs to you. Today belongs to you. You will succeed, or you will not fail, but you will learn. That's how it works. You don't lose. You either win or you learn. The great Nelson Mandela said that. What is it we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. E, give them the best advice possible, brother, because I know you got it in you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. And this has been a maybe kind of weird, quirky, kind of clunky, but one of the most heartfelt episodes of a Truthful Thursday I have ever done on this show, which is called The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Law Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. I love you. Be safe. Be good. Have the best day possible. Ms. Lyles said, please send positive thoughts to my son's classmate. The student passed away yesterday, and I am heartbroken. Ms. Lyles, please let your son and his classmates know we will keep him in our thoughts and in our prayers. Okay? Please do that. With love in my heart, ladies and gentlemen, I say this. With peace on my mind, ladies and gentlemen, I give this. Not even any hair grease. Just a lot of hug and a lot of love. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Flag on the play Friday. Be safe. Have a great day. Peace. I love you guys. You guys make this show what it is. Please